Hey everybody, Paul Abernathy here again, and welcome to another episode here at Electrical Code Academy Incorporated. Today, I want to talk a little bit about our Electricity 101 course. Now, I get so many questions that people ask. Who is our program for? First of all, Electricity 101 is for everybody. It talks about AC/DC theory. It talks about conductor sizing. It goes through all of the nuances of adjustment and corrections. It talks about resistors, whether in series or parallel. It kind of puts all those little pieces together that you've always wondered about. Our program is designed for you to read through the material and get a well-rounded understanding of all of electrical theory, whether you're talking simple magnetism and all the concepts between AC and DC. But you know what? One of the things that I find best is to let you see what's actually in the program so you can make your own decision on it. Because I tell you what, Electricity 101 is perfect for an apprentice who really wants to tie all those little pieces together. They don't feel like they're getting it from their apprenticeship program, and they want something just a little bit more. It's also for that journeyman electrician who's in that journey, learning all those little nuances about the code, why we do what we do, why the fundamentals matter, why the voltage drop matters, and all those little things are all covered in this program. So let's go look at it real quick. All right, so first thing I want to show you is this is extremely extensive. And so I don't want you to get overwhelmed because you can go at your own pace. You have access to it for an entire year. But I want you to see here, we go from basic safety to basic circuitry, meters, wire sizes, sources of energy, electricity. We talk about utility, all those type of things. We get into the basics of alternating current. We talk about alternating circuit currents. And in this case here, it talks about resistive inductive series circuits versus resistive inductive parallel circuits. You guessed it, it went deep. And if you haven't already figured out, I only clicked halfway through here and it's already at unit 18, right? Well, I want you to see something. We go into three-phase power, we go into transformers, we go into DC motors, we go into AC motors. By the time you're done here, you're looking at 35 units. We talk harmonics, tripling harmonics, the effects they have on systems, okay? We get even more detail into each component of three-phase motors, single-phase motors, motor installations. For example, if I looked in here, you have an overview, kind of tells you what you're going to get. And this is the same for all these units, by the way. You'll get an overview. And it's kind of going to tell you what you're going to gain in the unit. So here is kind of an overview that you click in and it kind of works you through what the objectives are that you're going to cover in this unit, right? So that's kind of gives you a quick glance of what you're going to get here, right? Okay. Well, once you do that, then you're ready to go into the reading material. The overview is just a sample of what you're going to get. Once you get in here, and I'll go all the way back up to the introduction here, you see what you've got. You've got all these key terms, and here's something neat too. When I click on it, it actually will give you the definition. That's very important because you're learning fundamentals, and it is important that you put the pieces together. That's what this course is designed to do. Of course, some of the features, you can print any page you want. You can print the whole document if you want. If you want to bookmark a page to come back later, I'll show you what that looks like. For example, let's say I'm on unit 34. Let's say I want to close out and I want to come back later. I go over here to what's called the study hub. I click on it, go down here and click on my bookmarks, and there's that bookmark right there. And if I click on it, it takes me right back to where I was before. You can also do the same thing for highlighting. If I want to highlight something for reference, I can left click, drag it, click highlight, but guess what? All of my highlights also appear over here under the notes. Here's the note, unit 34, there's a chapter, and this is exactly what I highlighted right here, okay? And you can jump right to it, but also you can print your notes and highlights right here as well, all within the program. Now, one of the other neat features is you can remove any of these by simply clicking on it. You can remove the highlight. You can change the size of the text because this is browser based. That means it doesn't matter whether you're using a cell phone, a tablet, a laptop or desktop, it can adapt to whatever you're working with, right? And here's the other neat thing is, check this out. I'll left click and drag over, let's say this portion here. See this says read text? Watch this. It'll come.
It is often necessary for an electrician to select the conductor size, fuse or circuit breaker size, motor starter size, and overload size associated with the installation of a new motor.
Obviously, as an electrician, you're going to have to make all of those selections. But you have this README feature. You can also change it. You can change the speed of it, whether it's too fast for you, too slow for you, hard to follow, because we're doing something here called ballistic training. That is, when it highlights it, you actually read it while it's reading it out loud to you, and it helps you retain the information, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of information here, but you can do it at your own pace, okay? You simply navigate through. Here starts talking about full motor load current, we refer to as the FLC. It gives you code references. It gives you illustrations that you can jump to. These come from the National Electrical Code, all done in an easy to understand format. It makes it really, you can blow them up, you can print it out, you can do whatever you want, right? Everything is available here for you to do that. And you just simply navigate through, read the material, and you just click on through, and you will see a lot of different things here that can help you out. A lot of examples, and you work through it. There you go. 3-phase motors. There's an illustration, talks about what tables for that FLC, even gets into things like power factor, and again, gives you some examples here for you to look at. Okay. So all of this stuff is here to help you understand the basics, the fundamentals, right? That's what it's here for. And there's so much here that's included in this program. Again, here, measuring instruments, using wire tables, determining conductor size. Here, you've got this again. And you've got a bunch of information with code references. And what I recommend is that while you're studying, you stop. Anytime you see a code reference, get into a habit of doing this, highlighting it. Then you go to your code book and you read it. You start to understand. Now remember, you're working your way up to this, because in the beginning, you're not going to have that. In the beginning, we're just going to talk about the basics. You're going to be learning things like resistance, magnetism. Slowly, we start spoon feeding you into the code along with all the principles that you're going to learn in this program. There is no other program like it when it comes to learning the basics. It's like what you would get if you went through an extensive AC/DC theory course. All right here, all in our Electricity 101 course. We refer to this as the Fast Trax Yellow program. That is your AC/DC theory, magnetism, atoms, atomic structure, goes into matter, breaks it down so that all those questions, again, harmonics, you start learning the pieces. 3-phase motors, you're learning armatures. It's just, I can't begin to tell you how extensive this is. And I think you'll get a lot out of it. So let's kind of bring it back to me. You get access to the book at any time. Just click on the little book icon. You get to bookmark anything, highlight anything, print anything. If you've wanted to learn all those little things that come to understanding why electricity does what it does, this is the program for you. So hopefully, if you're interested in it, you'll go visit our website, which is www.electricalcodeacademy.com. Of course, all of that will be down in the description of this video. And we look forward to seeing you in the future and with a better understanding of what? AC/DC theory, motors, magnetism, all that good stuff. Till next time, folks, stay safe. God bless.